far too often over the past 9 mornings, we've had to talk about this bullpen blowing it. And, this Reds bullpen is in shambles right now, which means it's time for a special Give Me the Keys segment that could solve their biggest issue right now, which is the bullpen.
Solve, I hope, but at least make it a little bit more watchable. I'm going to take the keys and try to give the Reds a chance here throughout the next couple months. The Reds have to go make an addition. The Reds have to go add to this bullpen. And the problem right here is that's a tough sell to the front office when you've lost 4 series in a row. You're 3-7 in your last 10 and have been floundering for about a month and a half. But this team has no chance at getting to a point where they can convince themselves to be sellers at a trade deadline a month from now if they don't make an addition now. I'm not talking about some kind of big swing where you're trading a meaningful player or taking talent away from the major league roster, but going to attack a short-term answer for this bullpen with a prospect or something along those lines gives this Reds team a chance. They flew Chase Petty across the country to San Diego last night to get 2 outs in a game because they didn't have enough arms to get through the game if they didn't. Chase Petty's one of the Reds' top prospects, a potential starting pitcher in this rotation for a long time in a couple of years, and they're having to use him in these types of situations. Going to Tony Santillan night in and night out in high-leverage situations when he continues to prove he doesn't have his top stuff. Ashcraft has a UCL scare. He's not coming back anytime soon. Pagan, we saw what happened when he got hurt. Who knows what's going to happen when he returns? And will he be at form or not? This bullpen doesn't have a lot of help coming anytime soon. And if the Reds want to stay anywhere close to contention, they're going to have to add to it, and they got to add to it today.
I have never agreed with you faster on a keys or a take segment because, I'm right there with you. They have to make some kind of change. They need to do something. All I ask is go out and get a reliever who is not going to give up home runs or walks because you look at the Reds numbers from the 7th inning or later, 32 home runs allowed by the bullpen, most in the majors. The 109 walks, second most in the majors. Someone needs to come in there and just do the little things, do the basics, the fundamentals. Don't give up walks, don't give up home runs.
It's simple, and yet it feels so, oh my goodness, are they going to be able to do it?
Right.
And they invested. The crazy part is they invested in this bullpen.
Yeah, that's the scary part.
They did try. This isn't one of those where, we're going to bank on this young guy developing or someone bouncing back. They invested in the bullpen, and it hasn't worked. And it needs to be fixed, and they need some stability there. And so I don't know anyone that could argue that the Reds need to make a move here. If they plan on winning this year, they need to find a way to help the bullpen, almost Joe Flacco-like. The world felt like it was ending when Joe Burrow got hurt. And then 3 weeks later, they traded for Joe Flacco. You need that, something that's going to give you that hope, optimism, and then also be able to execute and do the basic things like Marisa mentioned, which throw strikes, get outs. And I get it. Everyone wants more bullpen help. Everyone wants another proven reliever. Fine. It's your job to find it. Yeah. I'm not saying it's easy. Give Me the Keys doesn't say, it's easy to find the next guy. But it's Nick Kral's job to do it. And in this Reds organization at 32 and 35, everything that's happened over the past 6 weeks, if they plan on winning this season, they need to find another arm. They do not have the talent to do it. They don't have enough talent to win. They don't have enough talent in the lineup or in the rotation to overcome a bad bullpen. And when those 2 areas work, the bullpen has let them down more often than not. That can't continue to be the case. So they have to do something because hope is not going to fix it.
No.
Yeah, and that's the thing that's so frustrating is I'm not even necessarily asking for a consistent or dominant MLB arm.
You didn't say Chapman. You didn't say trade for Aroldis Chapman.
Right.
You need someone that's going to come in there and be okay.
James and I sat at this desk last week and bought or sold whether or not we believed the Reds would be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline. That question will not even be able to be asked unless they add to the bullpen within the next couple days or weeks, or something has to change because this will continue to spiral with the bullpen they keep running out there.
Yeah, it will, and the team will spiral, and then Terry's going to say, hey, I'm rolling with these guys, I'm sticking with these guys, which I get, but guess what? You got to give them more time. You got to give the answer isn't on the roster, and I'm not sure it's in the organization right now. Find it. I don't care where, but you have to find it. And
you have to find a way to stay afloat.
That's it. And then Pagan comes back and he pitches well, and all those things can happen. But you got to get there first. And maybe it's as simple as Hunter Green comes back and you feel good about your rotation.
Yeah.
Move some of these guys to the bullpen. Fine. But none of that matters. Hunter Green coming back will not matter if the bullpen stinks over the next 30 days. It won't.
Right.
They're hanging by a thread now, as it is in this wild. They're 3 games back in the wild card, 32 and 35 overall. They've lost 4 straight series. They've won a whopping, my goodness, 12 games since May 1.
Yeah, it's
Since
incredibly
May 1.
frustrating brand of baseball
It's
to
June
watch.
11th.
Exactly. And I think the thing that I'm really looking at this point with the Reds is, are you really going to waste a midsummer infusion of Hunter Green and Ellie De La Cruz? If the season's over by the time those guys get back, what a frustrating place to be in.
Marissa's frustrated. She's giving you the head nod. Jacob Tissot is trying to make a trade. You know me, I love moves. Let's make a trade.